Okay, third graders, what we're going to work on today is we're going to work on our CGI problem, but today it's going to involve money. And sometimes when we're working with money, we know things with our numbers, but then when we put a dollar sign with it, we get a little bit confused. So we're going to work through that today. You're going to see in your CGI problem that there's some number work at the top. And one of your learning targets today is to break apart numbers. So you have three numbers. One is $60, one is $30, and one is $25. And I want you to take those three numbers, and I'd like you to break those apart any way that you can. Okay? The other piece that we're going to work on today is our problem that we have below our number work. And that is, Kayla has blank dollars. How many dollars does she have to earn to have blank dollars? What do we know when we read that problem? Because good readers, they make a picture in their mind when they're reading not only a book, a picture book or a nonfiction book, but they also, when they're reading a math problem, make a picture in their mind. So what do we know about this problem? Kayla has blank dollars. How many dollars does she have to earn to have blank dollars? What do we know? Allison?
We know how many dollars she has.
We know how many dollars she has, right? Everybody agree with that? We know how many dollars she has. What else do we know? Taylor, what else do we know?
We know that she might be doing chores to earn money.
Yeah. When you earn, that word earn, so she's maybe doing some chores, maybe doing some jobs at home to earn some money. Maybe she wants to buy something, so maybe she's saving her money. Good. Michael Harmon, what were you going to say?
We know that we have to earn from 7 up to 16.
Could you say it louder, hon?
We know that we have to add from 7 up to 16.
Okay, so if you look at the first number set, it's 7 and 16. So Kayla has $7. How many dollars does she have to earn to have $16? So Michael's saying that we need to know, we know how much she has, and we know that we are going to have to figure out how she's going to get to that $16. She has $7. How is she going to get that $16? What does she need to do? Okay? So that's what we're solving today. What, Michael? You going to say something else? No? Okay. So, you'll notice that the first two number sets are smaller numbers, okay? You'll notice that the other number sets are larger numbers, okay? I want you to give it a try. One of the other things we're working on is showing our work and showing our thinking and how we solve this problem, because that's very important, okay? Any other questions before we get started? All right, you may go ahead and get started on your number work and your problem for today. Changing your mind? Yeah? Okay. That's okay. Good, Michael. Keep working. If you had $60 in your pocket, what would you have in your pocket?
If you started at 40, what would you have to add to 60?
If you had $60, what would $60 look like? Could you break that apart into different, into something else? If you have some money in your pocket, what's the name of that money? Like, what do you call them? Dollar bills, right? So what kind of bills do you have?
So just line them up right.
You have a $1 bill. What else?
Do you have your answer sheet?
So you're doing pencil, but you're not sure if it's plus or minus? No? Which number set are you working on? 27 and 43. So Kayla has $27. How many dollars does she need to have to earn $43? Do we... Show me how you could do it. What are you doing here? What did you do with 7 and 16?
I drew $7 and I just counted up all the way to 16 and then I got $9.
Okay. So you're not going to use that strategy with this one? Why not?
It's gonna be too much to write.
So too much like drawing, maybe? Okay. So you're trying to think of another strategy to use with the larger numbers. Well, you have 27 here. And then what were you going to do with that? You were thinking a paper and pencil way is something you might want to try with that, the larger numbers? Okay.
Times?
Well, why don't you read the problem again? How many dollars does she have to earn before you pick it up?
Okay, so you make $25. How many? How could you make $25? What numbers could you add together? You could do the same thing. 14 if you want to, sure. So what are you going to write up here if you're going to start at 14? No, what are you going to start with? Are you starting with $14? How many dollars are you going to start with? No, that's too easy. Come on. What if you started with
$1.
Sure. Pick $1, right? $1 then. One what? But what are you missing? Yes, ma'am. Now how are you going to get up to 25 now? What are you going to add? A lot? Okay. But give me an answer though. What do you need to put in here before you know a number? What sign do you need there? Okay, so you're at 1. You got to get up to 25. You better get going. So 1. Make your marks or whatever you need to do. 1. Nope, this is for another problem. You're going to get mixed up. Start it down here. So 1, 2, keep going.
Doesn't sound good. What can you do? She has $122 starting off.
Yes.
She has to earn $150.
Okay, remember, you make your...
Can you show her down?
If you make 25, you got to count them. So
What were you
just stop
counting?
at 25, remember?
Okay, so can you write that down?
Oh, okay.
So you start at that number.
No, count them again. Let's put them in groups.
Okay, so then you're count by 10, so what's the next 10 that you said?
We'll circle 2 together, that'll be, make it a lot easier for you.
You were right by saying when. Count by 10. Excellent.
So now what are you going to do?
We're going to start sharing in about 2 minutes. Okay, so whatever you don't have done is
What are you
okay,
gonna do now?
but we're going to share in about 2 minutes.
Tell me, ma'am.
This is what?
Where's your finger chart at?
Here to here is what?
Okay, write it. Whatever you think it is, write it. Kayla, you're smart enough to do this anyway. Let's not do this. Wait a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 more. 2, 4, 10. And if we did that, it's 20. 20. Write it. Make sure you have your label.
How much money do you need to earn? 7 plus 16? Let's listen to it again. Kayla has $7. How many dollars does she have to earn to have $16?
Kayla has $7.
Kayla has $7. I'm envisioning you with $7 in your pocket. But you need to earn, you're gonna earn, so you have $16. So So you have $7.
What number?
But you want $16. Do you have something you would like to buy for $16?
What do we need to start?
I bet you there's something you could think of buying for $16. Hmm?
What number do we?
I know you have something in mind. All right, so if you wanted to buy that, okay, and it costs $16, but you only have 7. How are you going to get to that $16? How much more do you need?
Keep going and stop at what? Keep going.
9. How did you figure that out?
Yeah, start at 7.
How would you show what you did on your paper?
Yeah, just like those. Start at that number.
What did you do?
And at that number. Yes. You're right.
Are you going to explain it in writing? Okay. All right. And I want you to pay attention to the way that Austin or Devante show their work today, okay? Okay? It might be something you might want to try, okay? All right. I'll let you keep working.
Here's up to 7. What? How many months? Count them. And get to work. Yep. Really right. Okay, next one. What do we start? And what do we need to end? Get going. Make your mark. 15. No, we're counting by 1. Right, good job. See, you did it all by yourself.
Okay, if you could bring your CGI notebook to the carpet, we're going to share our strategies at this point.
Pencils. Let's go, Gage, let's go.
All right, thank you for taking a seat at the carpet quickly. Put your books away. All you need is your notebook with you. Let's talk about what your job is while you're at the carpet here and while we're sharing during CGI. Who can raise your hand? Who can raise their hand and tell me what your job is? And you can, gentlemen, you can move over this way so that you can see. Make sure, Kayla and Kayla, make sure you can see this, okay? Michael Harmon, could you see okay? All right. So if you need to move somewhere so you can see, please do that. And kind of move together. Tahim, you have to move up, please. Austin and Devante, if you wouldn't mind moving over a little bit, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Terrence. Okay, thanks, Michael. Okay, some of you don't have your notebook because I have them, okay? What is your job at the carpet right now? So right now we're going to share our strategies on the problem that you just worked on by yourself. What is your job at the carpet right now? Tahim?
To listen.
To listen. What else is your job at the carpet? Gabby?
Listen to other strategies.
Listen to other strategies, right? Let's be specific. I can't talk. Listen to other people's strategies, right? I have some people who did some really neat things with their work today. Sorry, Jesus. And I want you to think about if that strategy will help you the next time you have a problem like this. Okay? So we know we're going to listen to other people's strategies so that maybe tomorrow or next week we can try the strategy that they have shown. Okay? All right, so let's talk about breaking apart our numbers. We had the number 60, but it wasn't just the number 60, it was $60. Okay? So how could you write a number sentence that showed $60? What could you do? Allison, what did you do?
I put 25 plus 10 equals $.
Okay, so $25 plus $25 plus $10 equals $60. Okay, did someone do it a different way? Taylor?
I did $30 plus $30.
So $30 plus $30. Let's take a look at Taylor. So those of you that kind of stayed back from the number work today or kind of held off on doing the number work today, if you look at Taylor's number work at the top, $60. How did she break that apart? Well, you could break that apart into $30 plus $30. Do we have a $30 bill? Kayla Smith and I were talking about this. If you had $60 in your pocket, what would it look like? What are the bills that we have? So we have dollar bills, right? But what are some other bills that we have? Gage? So we have $50 bills. Yep. Michael Harmon? The $100 bills, which we wouldn't need a $50 bill or a $100 bill with our $60. So if I had $60 in my pocket, what would I have in my pocket, Michael Hall?
Tens.
I could have tens, right? Did you show it with tens? No? Did anybody show tens? Did anybody break apart $60 into tens? Devontae, you did? Let's take a look. Not all of them. How would we do it if all of them? So think about Michael Hall. Michael Hall, if we broke $60 and we had $60 in our pocket but it was tens, what would a number sentence look like to show that?
$10 plus $10 plus $10 plus $10.
Okay. So Michael Hall said we'd have $10 plus $10. How many groups of 10 did he say? Michael? 60 groups of 10?
No.
Six groups of 10. So 6 groups of 10. So do I have 6 groups of 10 here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could break 60 into 6 groups of 10. Okay? $30. If I broke $30 up, how would I do that? If I broke up $30, how would I do that? Some people said, I noticed in their notebooks, they said $15 plus $15, which 15 plus 15 does equal 30. Allison, how could we break up $30?
You could do 10 plus 10 plus 10 3 times.
Okay, you could do 10 plus 10 plus 10 3 times. Does that equal $30? Okay, so it sounds like we're in agreement on that. Is there a different way to break up $30? Tahim?
10 plus 20.
Okay, so we have a $20 bill, so $30 could be broken up by $10 plus $20. Kayla Anthony?
You said something was 15 plus 15, but there's no 15
I know, there is no $15 bill, so that's why I was asking if someone could clarify it more. So they said, well, we could use it. 3 $10 bills would equal $30, right? So you're right, there is no $15 bill. Okay. $10 plus $20 is $30. Your last one was $25. How would you break apart $25? How would you break apart $25? Even if you don't have it on your paper, now that we've talked about if we had those real bills in our pocket, those real dollar bills in our pocket, what would $25 look like if we broke it up? I love all the hands. Hey, Zeus? So we could have a $20 bill plus a $5 bill. Good. What else do we have? Caleb Cohen? So we could have a $20 bill plus how many $1 bills? 5. that make 25?
Yes.
Yes.
Add a plus sign.
Thank you. Where is this sign? Plus sign. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, I know you have lots of other ways to make 25, and that's great, but we're going to move on for right now. So, our problem today was Kayla has blank dollars. How many dollars does she have to earn to have blank dollars? I want to show you one way that Austin worked on his. And I want someone to explain what Austin did for that first number set, 7 and 16. So Kayla has $7. How many dollars does she have to earn to have $16? What did Austin do there? What did Austin do in that first column? Gabby, what did he do?
He counted all the way up to 16.
He counted up to 16. I wonder why he chose the numbers the number he started with and the number he ended with. Why did he choose those numbers? He's right. Why did he choose those numbers, Luce?
Probably because he went 7 and counted and 7 all the 6 and counted numbers like he had and then added the answer.
Okay, so he probably started with 7, okay, and then he counted up from 7 to 16. But I'm wondering, why did he start at 7 and why did he stop at 16? Gage?
Because his number was 7 and he was supposed to start at 16.
Okay, because he had $7. This is what Austin had, okay? Austin had $7. He wanted to get to $16 because he wanted probably a new game for his Xbox. So if he started at 7 because that's the money he had, Justin. He had $7. He wanted to get to $16. So that's why he counted up to get to $16. Now what? But that doesn't give me my answer though. Just because he started at 7 and stopped at 16, then what did he do? What did he do? Kayla Anthony, what did he do?
Count the numbers in between.
He counted the numbers in between. Is that what you did, Austin? Okay. So Austin said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And up here he wrote he needed $9. What do we think about that? We think it's a thumbs up? Okay. Let me show you a different way to solve that problem. This is what Devontae did. Who can explain what he did for that same 7 and 16? We're talking about different ways to show our work and different strategies. So, what did Devontae do for that same number set of 7 and 16? Allison?
He started at 7 and went to 16 and then he counted by ones all the way to 9 and then he got $9.
Okay, so he would need $9 more to get to $16, right? Taylor, what were you going to say?
He kind of showed it like Austin, except he put it, he didn't put it up and down, he put it in a straight line, and then he numbered his numbers.
He did.
But Austin just counted.
Yep, Austin had his vertically. Devontae has his horizontally. In Austin's head, he added the numbers and got 9. Devontae shows us where the 9 came from, where his counting was, right, Kayla Cohen? He said he started here and went 1, 2, 3, and then he got $9 more. Okay? Let me show you one last way for 7 and 16. What did this person do? What did Michael Harmon do? What did Michael Harmon do? Veronica? He did hoppers, didn't he? He did math hoppers. So he started at what number? Kayla Smith?
7.
He started at 7, which is what Kayla has. Kayla has $7. And then he ended at what number?
16.
Luce?
He ended
He ended
on 16.
at 16, and then he put his, so what math hopper would that be? It's a what math hopper? Allison?
A plus math hopper.
A plus how many?
9.
A plus 9 math hopper. Okay, a plus 9 math hopper. Now, some of you, when you got to 15 and 20, I noticed you did these same strategies where you showed your counting strategies and you showed how you counted the numbers. Let's talk about when you got to a bigger number set, okay? Alice and I were talking about when you got to a bigger number set. This was one thing that Taylor did when she decided to do it for all the number sets, but when she got to the bigger ones, what did Taylor do on her paper? Allison, what did she do?
When she got to the bigger numbers, she couldn't do 101 minus 89. She had to regroup.
Well, she had to regroup, right? So, Kayla, Anthony, what were you going to say? You were going to say something too there. You were going to say, what do we call this strategy that Taylor did? What do we call this strategy? Taylor, what did you do?
Paper and pencil.
So she did the paper and pencil way, or the algorithm, and so she showed us how she had to regroup to get her answers and to get it clearly written, okay? We're going to continue talking about showing our work. How many of you learned a new way or a new strategy that you could use tomorrow if you had a similar problem type? Okay, so tomorrow I want to see what other strategy you're going to try. In our CGI notebooks, we can look back and see what you did today, and then for tomorrow, see how it's different tomorrow, okay? You guys did a great job. You may go back and put your CGI notebooks away.